Hey there, YouTube fans. How you going, man? Hey, hope you guys are well. Hey, I got some blood test results back, and well, I'll just go through some very quickly. I got some really good news. I had an issue with what's called a parathyroid hormone, and because I had vitamin D shot, that's actually normal now. So it's 6.6, which is the reference range is 1.6 to 6.9. So all these, your full blood count, all of that is great, like sodium, potassium, and all that. And even the fasting glucose was 5, which is amazing. And I'll talk about that more. And all these liver function tests are all in the black, all fine, and even the cholesterol come down as well to a total of 3.82, which is just on the borderline of high, but everything else is fine. And that doesn't worry me because I was speaking to a nurse the other day. She's completely vegetarian and she had a little bit elevated cholesterol. So I'm not a big fan of this whole cholesterol thing, but as always, speak with your doctor. The iron problems, so the iron deficiency, again, completely disappeared. So some of the most important things is transferrin saturation is 31%, which is great. Iron is 20, transferrin is 2.5, ferritin is 231. It's just amazing. So I'm just taking a multivitamin, a men's multivitamin, and exercising and trying to eat healthy. Thyroid, all good. Now, this is really, really encouraging. So remember that these results are in the Australian standard, and I discussed this with my doctor. I went off testosterone replacement therapy because I lost a bunch of weight. I seemed to be healthier. We had years between having chemo and now. And we, like both of us, I mean, the doctor said, yes, I told you so, but I just couldn't believe that the follicle stimulating hormone is 2, IU/L. I think it's international units, but don't quote me on that. The luteinizing hormone is 0.9. These are both in the normal range. Estradiol, and I haven't been taking any estrogen blockers very much, is 116, which is a normal range. Let's see if I can get into the I'll skip that one. Serum insulin, 21. It used to be 20 in the old days. Now the reference range is 3 to 15. So there's a little bit of insulin resistance. But here's the crux of this video today. Sorry about the shaking camera. Hopefully that's all right. The testosterone on the 28th of March was 14.7 nanomoles per liter. The reference range is 11 to 40. The serum hormone binding globulin was 30, and the reference range is 10 to 70. So these are two both great figures. And the calculated free testosterone was 331. Now, what's most important about this is the doctor is saying, because I haven't had a injection of testosterone for months, he's saying this is now your normal testosterone level. Like this is coming from you. This is not what we call exogenous. Well, this camera's still shaking. Sorry about that. It's because the mic is attached and it's shaking everything. So here's my point. Really, really great news. Not only basically, I'm not diabetic. They call it in remission, but it was 5.6 HbA1c. And now it looks like the testosterone is completely normal, especially for my age group. I'm 51. Hopefully I look not 51, but that's how old I am. 139 kilograms this morning. which is, holding steady there. But yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, my normal testosterone came back. So why did this happen? The main reason, guys, in my case, and check with your doctor, was the weight loss. The weight loss helped my diabetes. It helped my liver. It helped my testosterone. Absolutely everything. Vitamin D is nice at 94, and that's because I had a vitamin D shot. You can get a vitamin D injection. All the hemoglobin, everything great. Little weird that the mean corpuscular volume, I think they call it, MCV, was 98. It's like right on the borderline of being large blood cells. I think they are. Anyway, but it's in the normal range, so let's not panic. And all the neutrophils and all that, they went back to normal, even though I had all those infections. But as I said, the HbA1c, because of all the weight loss, so emptied out my pancreas of a lot of fat and emptied out my liver of a lot of fat, is now sitting at 5.6, or in the international standard, it's 38 mmol/mol. So that's 5.6 is the HbA1c, and that's even under what's classified as very good control. So there's a chart here, right? And this is the history. You'll see that the first part you'll see, you can see that down here, 5.6, that was actually intermittent fasting. I did that the hard slog way. That's why that went right down in there. So I was getting low blood sugars because of intermittent fasting. And now with the weight loss and the gastric sleeve, this was before having the sleeve. It's like 8 or 8.1 or something. And look at this, all the way down here into the absolutely normal range, 5.6. And as I said, why? It was from the weight loss. Yeah, so, I mean, that's something to be said about intermittent fasting, if you can handle it. But I am still having a little bit higher blood sugars in the morning. So today, because I had pizza last night for once, celebrating, it was 6.4, which is really unusual for me. That was the other thing. Yesterday, my nephew came around and I said, "Oh, nephew, like I can't seem to get the words out. I can't think straight." And we had a look at my blood sugar, and it was 4.6 in the Australian standard. So for the American standard, you have to multiply that by 18. When you're around that, it's like this mate of mine, he's studying medicine. He said, when it's down to your extremities at 4.6, imagine how low it is in your brain, especially if you've got a bit of insulin resistance, which I do have. So my point was, I had a bit of sugar and then I started to feel better. But with the gastric sleeve, and this was the other thing, and I don't know exactly what's going on. And I do have a theory, because the reason why I stopped the testosterone injections, because I was saying maybe that's making me hungry and making me put on weight, good and bad weight, muscle and fat. Let's stop that. And now all of a sudden my hunger is kind of more normalized. Like, yeah, like yesterday I went hours without eating and it wasn't a really big deal. And but this going hours without eating right is producing low blood sugars, because I've got a gastric sleeve, like I don't eat much anyway. And then so it was 4.6. And then I was having cognitive issues. And I had another nurse mate of mine who had gastric sleeve. He lost a lot of weight. And he said the same. He said, if I'm starting to get a bit vague, I need to eat something. So it looks like that is a possibility, that you can have blood sugar issues, which is something to be said. Maybe you have a bit more carbs, maybe eat a little bit more often. But anyway, I do have some other ongoing medical issues, which we're going to look into. I need to see specialists about. I won't go into that right now. But it's like a game of whack-a-mole. I said to my doctor, you fix one problem, you get another problem. So we've fixed the diabetes. We've fixed the testosterone, it looks like. We've treated the sleep apnea. What else we got in there? The liver function looks really good. Like it's probably, I may not have fatty liver anymore. The cholesterol's getting better. The weight's coming down. Like it is all related to the weight loss. That is my point today. The testosterone's great, if I haven't said that. So really exciting news. So anyway, God willing, sort out some of the other medical issues, and then I can do a lot more work than what I'm doing. All right, so remember to support Ukraine how you can. There's a video I did, is Save the Children. You can donate to Ukraine. Slava Ukraini. Let's pray for the end of that war for everybody's sake. And God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Teach us out. Ciao, guys.